Welcome to 18 Years Journals. My name is Linda, and I welcome each and every one of you. I have to apologize right from the onset. I was going to actually do this cover with you on camera. I started watching back the Roxy Creation video where she actually started her cover, and I wanted to try to do mine real similar to hers because our covers were almost the same color. The fabrics that I have were very similar to those of hers. And I loved the way she laid it out. It was so eclectic. So I actually started watching it. And as she was doing it, I was doing mine. I went, wait, I was supposed to do this with you guys. So I apologize. But what I've done so far is I added a piece of fabric here and then a piece of fabric here, and I put this up here. But now I need to add, just because I want to, this piece right here. I want this little piece to kind of overhang. And then I'm going to add this scrunchy little piece of polka dot stuff right here and staple it because that's what she did. I think hers was cheesecloth though. So I need to glue that real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. I really did want to do this with y'all. I'm so sorry. I got so distracted. Either way, we're working on it together now, right? Okay. And then let me make sure this is down. I've never made anything like this before. This journal is all Italian, every bit of it. The lace, the fabrics, the cover, the papers. I will refer you back to the video that I put on there when I opened the kit online. Anyhow, I want mine to just be a little bit bunched up, and then she stapled it. I don't know if I have my stapler in here. I may have to pause you and go get it. All right, let me put this on. I think my stapler is in the other room. I will go look and see. Let me put this on. And I really do like the way it looks all bunched up like that. You can still see the beautiful flowers underneath it. Yeah. Let me go get my stapler, guys. I will be right back. It was in my office, and I apologize about that. Okay. Anyhow, I want to put this all bunched up. I like the look of the bunchy. I don't know if that's a word. There we go. I like that. Okay, so she has her cover almost identical, but I'm going to fold it real quick just to see that's what it's going to look like on the front. I have to still decorate the back. But she said to let it dry so these little crevices don't heal up. She did turn it over and she lined the inside of hers, but she already did a really pretty vintage colors for mine. I love the colors. I need to add something here and I need to cover that right there. What do I want to add to cover? That's the staple. I don't want to leave that just sitting there like that. I don't know. Do I want to put a piece of ticking? I want to do something to cover that, but I don't want just plain old book page, even though that's what she did on hers. I got all this beautiful. All right, let me see what I got. I got all these vintage pieces of ephemera over here. Let me pull them over here. I might be able to just add that right there. That's what I'm going to do. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? And it goes with this blue. So we'll put this here. San Antonio da Padova. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. We're going to say it like that. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to do. That way I'm covering my staple, but I'm also decorating the inside because this is going to be the very first. I'm going to go up a little bit. There we go. This is the first inside cover. Now it's still plenty of room if I want. I can add a pocket. This is going to be my personal. I'm not selling this one. I'm keeping it for my own self because everything is vintage Italy. I personally have always wanted to go, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. So if I can't go there, let me at least get a piece of Italy for my own sake, right? Again, then I'm supposed to cover the inside with something. She gave me all kinds of fabrics and things, but I think I want to use my own fabric. Let me move everything out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. I was watching her video, so I have it on pause up there. This is gorgeous. This is not lace from her, but that would be pretty in here, right? Oh, I like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and cut this off. There we go. All right, so let me put this back. I wanted to actually do two things. Close this little gap right here so you don't see that, even though I'm going to be stitching in signatures. There, she has it where you poke the hole down, kind of like I did in my Christmas list. Where I have a hole down here and a hole up here, and then I tie it with twine. Personally, I don't know if I'm going to do that on this one or not. So let me go ahead and I'm going to just cover it with my glue stick, since I know it will, in fact, cover it. But I also want it to strengthen the spine because the spine is not so strong. But this will help hold it in place. And I'm using my glue stick because I don't want this thing to get, I'm going to put the roses more in the middle. I don't want this thing to get real flimsy. I want it to stay strong. And so right here, I got to come back with my glue stick and glue these guys down. I love this. I really do love this. It's so pretty. Speaking of journals, I did a Bible study this morning and I finally used my Proverbs 31 woman journal again. I haven't used it in a while. I've been slacking, to be honest with you. I've been out of sorts, guys. I've been out of sorts. With my husband out of town. Just being a puppy. I know he's 3 years old. I keep calling him a puppy, but all right, let me turn it this way so I can cut this off. There's that. I'm going to cut this one. I'm using my pinking shears. I couldn't remember the name of them for two reasons. One, it gives it a little bit of a little edge. I like that look. And two, it helps keep it from fraying. Look how pretty, guys. Isn't that pretty? And now I need to let it dry. That's so far my cover. Do I want to add anything to the back while I'm here? Let me take a look and see. I like this. I almost feel like I need to add some of that. I also have these cute tassels, but I don't really want to put those on right now because she mentioned it on her video how if you put it down here when you go to use the journal to write, these little bobble things kind of get in the way. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. And um, mm, I don't know. Really don't know. I really don't know. We got all this beautiful. Let me move this out of the way. I'll show you some of this gorgeous fabric she gave me. She didn't give it to me. I mean, it came in the kit that I purchased. Let me get this piece. That one was mine. Okay, this was mine. That came in the kit. This was mine, and this was mine. But here are some of the fabrics. Here, let me move this out of the way so you can see. I mean, it's a beautiful kit, guys. If you have the time, the money, and the desire, I would say get one. They're gorgeous. I cut, actually, I never did use that. I might use that inside the journal. I'm going to show you. These are just the fabrics. This is a piece of the fabric off of the bottom of that. I cut this off of that. Some of these I'll use inside the journal. Let me move these linens. This came off the bottom of the other one that I'm on. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one, oh my gosh. I will be using these. I'm going to try to use every bit of this inside my journal. I'll be making beautiful vintage. Look at that. I think this is the one she used on hers. I don't know. But those are the fabrics that I have left. You saw the ones on the front. And then here are the, and let me move these now. And here are the linens. I mean, lace, the lace. I don't know why I keep calling it linen. These are the lace pieces that I got in the kit. Some of them are real frail. They would go on like in a tag, I guess. Belly bands or across the page. And I have my own that I can use also. But I want to try to use as much of this. See, like that right there? Definitely for a tag. Isn't that pretty? Make a gorgeous pocket. I cut a piece of this off for the top of the cover. And they're just beautiful. And the rest is already over here. I already showed you everything else. And then that's it, pretty much. I didn't open the packets on the last video, so that's why I did it now. But that's pretty. I'm very pleased. And I love that. That was just gorgeous. It woke it up for me. I don't know if she did this for me specifically or if this was done ahead of time, but she gave me a beautiful one. I really am blessed. See that little piece right there? I love it. But when you go to close it, look at it, guys. Isn't that pretty? Ah, I love it. Let me get this. Okay. I might have to put some washi tape right here and along the front. I don't know yet because this is real frail. Real frail. Real frail. These fabric pieces will help keep it intact. I love that it's eclectic because that's not me normally. Y'all seen my journals? I don't do that. But I had all the pieces. I loved the way she was putting hers together. I'm not trying to copy her. I just literally loved the way it was done. So I'm doing that for mine. Just because it's Italian and these are all beautiful Italian pieces, minus that. Those are mine. I don't know if that's vintage or not. I bought it offline and I bought this offline, but I'm very, very happy with it. I don't know. Well, now that the cover is done, I'm going to go ahead and hook up my pages. I think I have 22 total. I have Italian, true Italian vintage documents, Italian church digitals, and then I have 3 Italian straw pieces of paper. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to slide these over a little bit. I'm going to put 1 and then 1. I'm going to do 3 each and then I'll add a straw. And I'll just keep doing that until I run out of papers. Was that 3? 1, 2, yes, now I add a straw. Yeah, Rachel did her papers, and I'm just putting mine in order of the way that she had them already in here. She's doing hers different. It doesn't matter to me. I think that's, I gotta check. Hold on. Okay, then the straw. Then I got 1, 2, okay, 1 more. 3. And then another straw. And then 1, 2. I'm gonna do 2 more of these because I want to keep the last one of those. Okay, I'll do the straw. And then I want to keep this as my middle page. So I'll show you what we got. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love the way it feels. Okay, we've got, I'm not going to sew them in yet. I think I'm going to keep waiting for my cover to dry and then I'll sew them in. So this is what it looks like. If you look closely, I have all this writing space. I can put a tag on that page if I want. All this writing space. I can even write on that. All this writing space. All this writing space. All this writing space. Although I don't know that I would actually write on that. I may actually just put a tag on that writing space. Writing space. All that writing space. Writing space. So she hooked us up. She made sure the back side of every one of the digitals she printed had some form of writing space. And again, when I go to make tags, I'm going to make sure I have, like on this page, I can't write on that. I can write on this, but this is vintage. I don't know that I want to. I may write on it anyhow because it's just blank. Well, technically, it is blank. So I could write on that. That. So there's a lot of writable space in this journal. And then all these are just the other side. But I love the way it feels. It's going to look really good in here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And again, I probably, knowing me, I'm probably going to do, I probably will do the 2 hole simply because I don't know that I want to punch through this frail outside. So I probably will do that. Being as it's authentic, and that's how the Italians did their documents, maybe that's how I'm going to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. You have a blessed day.